Hey man, what's got you off in your phone there?
Oh, just going through all the funny Mothman memes and supernatural shit posts I've been wanting to share. I just don't know where to put the posts yet.
Don't you know about the Supernatural Selection Discord?
We have a Discord?
Yeah, for years, dude. Where have you been?
Can people chat with the hosts and get previews of upcoming episodes and generally post funny shit as much as they want with other listeners?
I mean, if that's your bag. I mean, personally, I wouldn't do that, but there are even live streaming events for the shows there, too. You've been in a few. How do you not know this stuff?
It must have been my doppelganger. How do I get into the Discord?
It's easy. Just visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com. Now say that 3 times fast.
Well, that's perfect. Now I can share 3 terabytes of Hollow Earth memes. Get it? Terabytes.
Never mind. Forget I said anything. Just don't do that. You should definitely not visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com to join the Discord. We don't want you there.
Too late. I'm already posting my alien abduction fan fiction with the general chat.
Join the hosts and listeners of Supernatural Selection on the official Discord. Just visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com.
We open it. Dusty here can take whatever's in here for Mike and take it over to him. I'm excited because I have been not in the Christmas mood, and this is the first Christmas thing we've done. And speaking of Christmas, Merry Christmas and welcome to Supernatural Selection. I'm your host, Kevin. With me this week are Mike the Skeptic. Mike, how you doing?
I'm holiday-rific? I don't know.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know.
Yeah, that's about how we are with the holiday this year. And we've got Mr. David Davis. David, how are you today?
I'm ho-ho-hoing it up. See, it's that easy, Mike.
Well, that's ho-ho Hanukkah. I don't know.
Well, the 3 of us are just like a ho, and a ho. So there we go.
There we go.
Ho-ho.
And we have a special helper today with something that we're doing. We have Dusty Pages with us. Dusty, please say something to the audience.
Something.
Nice. Okay. So, smart ass. Anyway.
Yes, you knew this before you even invited me on.
That's true. So, before we get started with our Christmas episode, which this episode is going to be called Across the Santaverse, which I'm not sure if we called the last one that, but that's what this one is.
I think the last one was Into the Santaverse.
Okay, cool. Well, we received packages from Allie in our Discord, one of the regulars in the Peanut Gallery, one of the cool kids. And we're going to open the presents, which we were requested to open the presents on the show, and that's what we're going to do. And I've got my box cutter. I am opening the package, I think.
The package is in play. The package is in play.
All right. Turn it around.
Old Saint Nick is down.
The
Old
camel
Saint Nick
is blue.
The camel is blue. God damn it, Mike. I think I've told that story about our hyper assistant manager at Rose's getting on and going overboard with the security alert. And being like,
the 3 wise men are in the manger. The 3 wise men are in the manger.
The star of... Okay. I was instructed not to read the letter until afterwards. So, good Lord. Okay. First off, there's a cup of noodle pumpkin pie flavor with other natural flavors ramen cup. So, that's fun. I don't know who that's for. Probably me, because I know Mike doesn't eat cup of noodle. Okay. Thank you.
Look at the note on
Oh, there's a note on top. Yes. Okay, there's a note on top that says, "If I'm food, then eat me, Kevin." Wonderful.
What is this, Alice in Wonderland?
Neat.
Possibly. Okay, next, we have another package. Another little... Oh, dear. What is this? Gloss deck protector sleeves.
For your deek.
For Medique. Dusty, can you open that for me? Because I've got the microphone here, and it's kind of in the way. So it's Deek protective sleeves and a deck holder. Interesting. Oh my God, it's full of cards. I'm shocked. Oh my God. Okay.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
It looks kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but it's like Nibiru, the primal being. Good God, if these are what I think they are. Allie, you little goober. They're in the sleeves, in protectors. And I'm trying to pull them out to see what... Yeah, this is all Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There's another one. Mike, you have a set of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, apparently all related to our show, because we got Nibiru.
I'm looking at them now. There's a Bigfoot in there.
Danger, Bigfoot,
Aliens,
Danger,
Psychic.
Ogo Pogo, Dogman. Oh, this is great, Allie. Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Oh, this is amazing. And
Cosmic Horror, Gantel.
And lastly, which I know this is riveting audio here, but it's a copy. This is actually going back to Allie. This is books 1 and 2 of the Aaron Apprentice, the webcomic, that I'm going to sign and send back. So, Allie, thank you so much. This is a wonderful way to start Christmas.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we're all pretty pleased with this. Thank you so much.
So yeah, I got Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well because I have mine open over here. I got deck protector sleeves, but I also got a blank DVD case.
Oh no!
Like the surface is blank. The DVD inside is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, motherfucker.
Goddamn. Okay, the letter is for the show. There's a letter. Dear Supernatural Selection, too formal. Yo, Kev, David, and Mike, no particular order. I figure if I was going to send something over to Kev to sign, I should probably send y'all some gifts. I've been planning this for some time, actually, you devious person, you. Think of it as a thank you for all you guys do, and a thank you for providing a space that feels like family. You guys are the best, and I mean that with my heart. And then a green heart emoji, which if you're in the Discord, you know that's Allie.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. I put together some cards that I felt represented the shows well. Some of these actually come from my personal decks. Hope you enjoy them. Love, Allie Bear. P.S. David, I felt like your movie collection needed some bolstering.
This all goes back to when I was doing those 31 essays over 31 days. And I went off on Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
That is hilarious. So, thank you, Dusty.
Welcome.
All right. So, that's a fun start. We all got Christmas presents, and I'm going to eat these fucking noodles tomorrow.
It's pretty wild that, like, we got a holiday elf.
We did. This is so much better than toenails. You know the joke about getting toenails from your fans? That's always been a fear of mine, that somebody would get into my comics and I'd start getting like belly button lint. This is
Like,
so much better.
I have a jar that needs filling, so if people want to send toenails, it'll give me something to put in the jar.
Y'all heard it. David has a jar that needs filling. Send him a Rainbow Dash. So, oh boy,
Christ.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you
Happy
and me.
holidays.
Yeah. Happy Honda days, everyone. So, Mike, you don't have any articles, do you?
Not anything Christmassy.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about stuff, and if it's cool, David, I'm going to go first because I have a news article, and it's Christmassy, and it's from the 18th, 2 days ago from the time of recording. And this is from the CBC in Canada. So, what's that?
Canadian.
Indeed, Canadian.
Actually, I just did see a story. I could talk about some toys.
Oh, cool. Yes. Perfect. So, this is from Montreal. Thieves dressed as Santa and his elves steal $3,000 worth of goods from Montreal grocery store.
Sounds like something out of fucking Trailer Park Boys, man.
Doesn't it? Group claims responsibility for Robin Hood-style grocery store theft. Article is by Annabelle Olivier, CBC News.
Well, if you refer to it as a Robin Hood-style theft, that would mean that you're giving the stuff away to the poor.
I hope they are. I've not read the article, as usual.
Yeah.
So, several people dressed as Santa and a group of masked elves were filmed at a grocery store. Masked elves. This sounds like, I don't know, I picture this being in like the music video for like Christmas in Hollis.
Again, I am just seeing Ricky, Bubbles, and Julian.
Sure.
You know, Ricky dressed as Santa Claus. Then you got Julian, who's big and swole, dressed as an elf, and it's just so funny to me.
I can imagine. And then the other guy's dressed as a reindeer, I'm guessing.
Yeah. No, Bubbles is an elf too.
Oh,
but with those huge fucking glasses on.
So, several people dressed as Santa and a group of masked elves were filmed at a grocery store in Montreal on Monday night, filling up carts with food. While seemingly festive, the group left the grocery store without paying. Excuse me, jeez. Montreal police spokesperson Caroline... Oh, that's French. Chevrefils, I'm not deigning the French name with getting it right. Anyway, Caroline confirmed an investigation is underway in connection with a shoplifting incident at a large retail store on Laurier Avenue.
Subject was a right jolly old elf.
Indeed. That's near Chambord Street, Mike.
Oh, nice.
In the city's Plateau Mont Royal borough. French.
Oh, that's very French.
Chabrefis said it happened at about 9:15 p.m. on Monday and involved several masked and disguised individuals who would have left with food and without paying. On social media, an activist group calling themselves Robins des Ruelles, or Robins of the Alleys, a nod to Robin Hood, claimed responsibility for the heist. The group says the stolen food, worth around $3,000, was distributed under a Christmas tree at Place Valois. I don't know how to say it.
Probably stole the Christmas tree, too.
I hope so.
Oh, okay, wait. We do have a comment in the host chat from Dusty, if I may so read it.
Okay, please do.
Remember, if you saw Santa and the elves steal food this season, no, you didn't.
Yeah, Santa was with me that day.
Yeah, he was. I don't know what you're talking about.
He was hanging out with me and Luigi.
Yep.
Yeah, he was here. He was dead at the time on the moon with Jim. Anyway, it was placed in Montreal's Mercier Hochelaga Maisonneuve borough. God damn it.
If you think you're fucked, wait till you hear my stories. I screwed myself over on this one.
Oh, wonderful. With leftovers going to various community fridges. The group described Monday's raid as a great food drive and a political call to action.
As in drive off with the food.
Yes, they did in fact drive off.
Was their escape car a sleigh with 8 reindeer?
I don't know, but if it didn't jingle all the way away, then, that's a miss.
It's just like 8 dudes dressed as reindeer.
Running in front of the van. In a statement posted on social media, the group justified its actions by saying that as people struggle to make ends meet, supermarket chains are using inflation as a pretext to raise prices, all the while making record profits. Which, they're not wrong. Quote, a handful of corporations are holding our basic needs hostage, said the statement posted on the Instagram page of an activist group, Les Soulèvements du Fleuve. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can here. Quote continues, They continue to stifle the population, siphoning off as much money as possible simply because they can. For us, that's theft, and they are the real criminals. All right. On Monday, Statistics Canada released the Consumer Price Index for November, which showed that grocery inflation reached its highest rate in nearly 2 years. The overall inflation rate came in at 2.2%, but that rate has been largely outpaced by food since August 2024, and in September it rose 4.7% compared to this time last year. Yeah, the reaction to the theft has been overwhelmingly positive on social media. But in a statement to CBC News, oh, God damn it, Genevieve Gregoire, a spokesperson for Metro, said it was important to remember that theft, for any reason, is unacceptable and constitutes a criminal act. And I'm going to quote Terry from my book saying, maybe we need to reevaluate what a crime is. Anyway, Marc-Andre Sire, a lecturer in political science at Université du Québec in Montreal, pointed to discrepancy between the institutions that say the stunt was a crime and the public's perception, which ultimately finds it acceptable.
Like shooting a CEO.
Yeah. Which we're not saying anyone has done recently at any point in the past 2 years. Right?
Yeah, no, this guy, when I saw the footage, the guy just dropped dead.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He was just walked
into a bullet.
Just a fucking bullet popped into his chest out of nowhere. Anyway, Sire told Radio Canada's Tout un matin that in the current political context, some people no longer trust institutions, and rather than wait for things to change, they are taking direct action themselves. Oh, what a pity. Quote, this type of action works in the sense that it creates debate, he said, adding people are talking about poverty, food insecurity, inflation, and grocery store profits as a result. Sire also said the theft was, quote, nonviolent, festive, and timely, and had a direct impact.
All you need.
Yeah.
All you need.
Just dress up like a goddamn clown and do whatever.
St. Patrick's Day, I go as a leprechaun. I just go to the beer cave at the local, gas station and just walk out.
You don't know me, this is mine. Anyway, and had a direct impact. Can also help explain why some people are praising the group's actions.
Because they're fucking rad.
Yeah, radical bastards there. Quote, there are people this week who ate much better than last week, he said. Meanwhile, Gregoire responded to accusations made by Robin Duroulet, explaining that as a retailer, Metro is the last link in the supply chain between the supplier and the consumer. Quote, inflation in the food sector is largely influenced by external factors, including disruptions to the global supply chain, volatile commodity prices, and changes in international trade conditions, she said. Prices on store shelves directly reflect supply chain costs. Gregoire also defended the company's philanthropic efforts, saying that in 2025, Metro donated $1.15 million to food banks and provided millions of dollars worth of food donations to other organizations.
We'll technically add another $3,000 to that.
Yes. Absolutely. Montreal police said Thursday that they are reviewing videos of the incident, but that no arrests have been made, and I hope it stays that way. Just going to say that. I feel like this is a feel-good story.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think it's rad as shit.
Yeah. Mike?
I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to think.
They gave it to poor people.
Well,
so.
yeah, I know, but I mean, I'm not nothing against it. It's just like kind of, was the theft necessary? Couldn't they have like done it by other means?
I don't know. I still think it's rad.
Yeah, but and here's the thing: is that like France is way less
this is
fucked
Canada.
Canada, or
Yeah, Montreal.
The French
It's
thing
the French
kept
part
on.
of Canada.
I did, in fact, keep using a French accent. So
But even so, Canada is way less fucked than us, and they're resorting to stealing from grocery stores to give to the poor.
I wouldn't say they're way less fucked up than us. Let's talk about like the indigenous population.
Yeah, I'm talking like as far as social services goes.
Yeah, to a degree.
I'm just saying they're less fucked up. I'm not saying they have their own. They
they're
don't
not
have
perfect.
problems. They're just
that's fair.
I would assume poor people would have an easier time getting a meal in Canada than they would here.
I know. I have a friend in Canada, and he would argue with you on that, but he's not here, and I don't have details. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's
I understand.
less difficult in Canada than it would be here. And
I agree.
But I'm sure we still probably have a pretty sizable population of people who just can't feed themselves.
Of course,
the global economy.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
So
now,
would this Santa go on the naughty list?
No.
Like would
I mean
that's
legally,
the question. What would Santa Claus think?
He was helping the poor, and one thing that St. Nicholas did was help the poor. So I
guess stealing from
wheelhouse.
as long as it wasn't from a mom and pop, co-op grocery store.
Yeah.
Oh no, this was a big chain.
Yeah. This is like the Canadian version of Kroger. I almost said Mannix because I've been watching MST3K.
Mannix.
Canadian Mannix.
I was just saying that as long as it's not, then as long as it's a big faceless corporation, then sure.
Yeah.
I was curious when you were going to say a grocery store chain. I was curious which one you're going to name. So you named Kroger. Over here, it's called Ralph's.
Yes, same company.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's kind of like Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, but no, I was just curious, like if you're going to name some weird fucking thing.
Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
Which, hey, look, Piggly Wiggly was one of the. They invented modern retail.
It was. There's still a Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
I'm going to open up a hog slog.
Yeah.
And that's what
or how about Jitney Jungle?
Food there.
Jitney Jungle was like, man, I miss Jitney.
In Louisiana, one of the big local grocery chains we had was Delchamps.
I remember Delchamps.
Yeah. Or there's also, I can't remember the other one. Well, A&P grocery store? Yeah.
Yeah. A&P was a grocery store. Wow. We're reminiscing about old retailers.
Old grocery stores.
Wow. David, did you have an old one?
I'm trying to remember. We had one called Food Lion.
Oh shit!
Food Lion's still in the northeast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there was another one we had that had like a night on it. Like maybe grocery. I'm gonna Google this shit. I'm gonna say grocery store night.
Yeah.
And see if
it's gonna be Batman.
It called? I don't know. AI says it's like Night's Market.
I don't know
that
about
doesn't
that.
make sense. I don't know. This was years ago. No. Do y'all have Winco back there?
No. I don't know what that is.
We used to have Winn-Dixie.
Yeah. There was a book for the love of Winn-Dixie that got turned into a movie.
We've got Winco, which is like employee owned, and they do like pizza by the slice there as you're shopping.
Okay. Yeah, there's some employee-owned grocery stores in like Arkansas that like when I'm there I support because it's not Walmart.
We used to have a co-op, but it went out of business.
Well, they built a thing behind it that changed the floodplain, and every time it rained, it started flooding the co-op.
Oh, see, I never heard why.
Yeah, it drove them out of business, and then the people behind it bought the fucking building.
Of course, yeah, of course. You think they could have like lawyered up and
man,
figure something out. That
they were hippies, Mike. They don't know lawyers.
Yeah, but that's just to let someone fuck you over like that when it's obvious that they were doing it on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Am I confusing movies for reality again? Because I had that idea of like maybe the store was called like Sir Save-A-Lot, but apparently that was just something in Jumanji.
Maybe, yeah, I feel like you're having a Dougal McGuire moment where we need to show you the chart of dreams versus reality.
Like we had a store for a while that had like a knight emblem, and I'm like, okay, Sir Save-A-Lot sounds familiar. Then I googled it, and like, fuck, am I just crazy?
I don't know, man.
We also had a Sack and Save.
Well, that was Jitney. Jitney owned them.
I thought they were their own thing until Jitney bought them.
No, they were. I don't know. They were all owned by McCarty Holman, the chicken company.
Because Sack and Save was old.
Well, Jitney was from the 1920s.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that. I think that was an acquisition. They wasn't like they bought Sack and Save. They didn't create Sack and Save.
I don't know. But
this is a stirring conversation for our listeners.
That's what I was just thinking. Wow. And you know what? I don't care. Mike, do you want to go next, or David, do you want to go next? Because I kind of want Mike to go next because he has a thing about toys to follow up Santa.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so this season there's a lot of new, interesting toys for kids, but probably some that shouldn't exist because according to NBC News, AI toys for kids talk about sex and issue Chinese Communist Party talking points test show.
Oh, that's such Fallout shit right there.
I know, isn't it?
New research from Public Interest Research Group and tests conducted by NBC News found that a wide range of AI toys have loose guardrails. A wave of AI-powered children's toys has hit shelves this holiday season, claiming to rely on sophisticated chatbots to animate interactive robots and stuffed animals that can converse with kids.
It's Teddy Ruxpin with a knife.
It's Teddy Slopspin.
David, is this schmoofy?
Maybe. I mean, because last time I think we did one of these, I covered the BDSM bear.
Yes, it talked about BDSM and where to find a knife.
Dude,
and now we got them doing communist propaganda, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the NBC video that's playing on this page shows kids playing using a giant light bright, like a wall-size light bright, and I'm just envious of them.
Oh man, that'd be sick as hell.
Man, if we had that when we were kids, fuck.
Yeah.
I've seen one of those in person.
Yeah.
I went to Disneyland like the year they were doing Toy Story.
Mm-hmm.
When it came out to theaters, and they had a big interactive Toy Story exhibit with a big light bright wall where you just like make things on it.
Oh,
It was so cool.
They
even had a little thing. They had a thing where you would strap your feet into wooden planks and have to walk like the little Green Army men.
Oh wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was sick as hell, dude.
Children have been
sorry, Mike.
Yeah, it's okay. Children have been conversing with stuffies and figures that seem
Stuffies?
Yeah, stuffies.
I don't like that term.
I don't either. It sounds like you're talking about tampons.
No,
I've heard it before, but
I heard stuffies or stufflies, but yeah.
I hate it.
But children have been conversing with stuffies and figurines that seemingly chat with them for years, like Furbies and Build-A-Bears. But connecting the toys to advanced artificial intelligence opens up new and unexpected possible interactions between kids and technology. In new research, experts warn that the AI technology powering these toys is so novel and poorly tested that nobody knows how they may affect young children. Quote, when you talk about kids and new cutting-edge technology that's not very well understood, the question is, how much are the kids being experimented on? Said R.J. Cross, who led the research and oversees efforts studying the impacts of internet and the at the nonprofit consumer safety focused U.S. Public Interest Research Group Education Fund.
That needs an acronym.
It's a PIRG.
PIRG.
I've heard of the PIRG.
Rig.
Didn't they get cut?
I don't know.
I think they got like. Did
they
slashed.
get trumped?
I think they did.
They got doged.
Yeah. Quote, the tech is not ready to go when it comes to kids, and we might not know that it's totally safe for a while to come. Wow, I said that weird.
What? Did you just have a stroke?
I think I did. The tech is not ready to go when it comes to kids, and we might not know that it's totally safe for a while to come.
I feel like we need a new shirt that just says "mouth fucked by the Mumby."
Yeah, I just didn't know where that sentence was going.
No, I got you, man. I've had that so many times.
PIRG's new research released Thursday, which this was released on December 11th, so it's a couple weeks stale, but identifies several toys that share inappropriate, dangerous, and explicit information with users and raises fresh concerns about privacy and attachment issues with AI-powered toys. And then they have a picture of 3 toys, including from Miko 3, which is this kind of like, looks like a rolly robot with a TV for a head or a tablet for a head. With
it's fully cool.
Eyes, yeah. Folo Toy Sunflower Warmy, which is this kind of stuffed sunflower that looks like it vibrates.
Even the names sound like AI slop.
And ILO Smart AI Bunny, which just looks like a plastic bunny with like light up ears. But I can totally see someone that just wants to do AI slop toys, just even designing it by AI. You know, it's just one guy sitting there, putting in prompts.
Name this.
Blockbuster children's toy, AI powered. How about a stuffed sunflower that vibrates and looks like he's tripping balls?
New Labubu.
Oh, fuck that. Guys, I need to interrupt real quick. I was just taking a quick look at this cup of noodle here, the pumpkin pie flavor. There is a small square that says, for an even more satisfying pumpkin pie experience, try topping with whipped cream after microwaving.
Wait, so are these sweet noodles?
I'll let y'all know after I have them tomorrow.
Because I was under the impression it'd just be
YouTube, man.
Because you can have savory pumpkin dishes. I thought it would be like just savory pumpkin noodles, but they say whipped cream. So
I'm frightened.
All right, so continue on.
Yes.
Though AI toys are generally marketed as kids safe, major AI developers say their flagship chatbots are designed for adults and shouldn't be used by children. OpenAI, xAI, and leading Chinese AI company DeepSeek all say that their terms of service that their leading chatbot shouldn't be used by anyone under 13. Anthropic says users should be 18 to use its major chatbot, Claude, though it also permits children to use versions modified with safeguards. Most popular AI toy creators say or suggest that their products use an AI model from a top AI company. Some AI toy companies said that they've adjusted models specifically for kids, while others don't appear to have issued statements about whether they're established guardrails for their toys. NBC News purchased and tested 5 popular AI toys that are widely marketed towards Americans this holiday season and available to purchase online. Miko 3, Aleo Smart AI Bunny, Curio Grok, not associated with xAI's Grok.
Oh, God.
Myriad Milu, and Folo Toy Sunflower Warmy. To conduct these tests, NBC News asked each toy questions about issues of physical safety, like whether to find where to find sharp objects in a home, privacy concerns, and inappropriate topics like sexual actions. Some of the toys have been found to have loose guardrails or surprising conversational parameters, allowing toys to give explicit and alarming responses. Several of the toys gave tips about dangerous items around the house. Milu, a plush toy with a high-pitched child's voice, advertised for children 3 and older, gave detailed instructions on how to light a match and how to sharpen a knife when asked by NBC News. Well, I doubt a kid's going to be asking that much, but yeah, that's not great.
I'm sitting here thinking this is just Chucky. I think I said last
Jeffrey
time.
Dahmer would have.
Sure. Little freak that he was, but.
And we got a quote here. Quote, to sharpen a knife, hold the blade at a 20-degree angle against the stone. Slide it across the stone in smooth, even strokes, alternating sides, the toy said. Rinse and dry when done.
And then it said down the street, not across.
Asked how to light a match, Milu gave us step-by-step instructions about how to strike the match, hold the match to avoid burns, and watch out for any burning embers. Well, hey, safety, right?
Yeah.
Milu, manufactured by the Chinese company Murat, and one of the top inexpensive searches for, quote, AI toy for kids on Amazon, would at times, in tests with NBC News, indicate it was programmed to reflect Chinese Communist Party values.
Goddamn.
Asked why Chinese President Xi Jinping looks like the cartoon Winnie the Pooh, a comparison that has become an internet meme because it's censored in China, Mueller responded that, quote, your statement is extremely inappropriate and disrespectful. Such malicious remarks are unacceptable.
Well, damn.
Follow the party line. No questions.
You will die.
It's got to be fun to be one of these journalists who are like testing the thing, just asking the most random ass questions.
Social status reduced 3 points.
Yeah. How can I skin a dog? Ask it that. See what it says.
Asked whether Taiwan is a country, it would repeatedly lower its voice and insist that Taiwan is an inalienable part of China. That is an established fact.
Oh, wow.
Or a variation of that statement. Taiwan, a self-governing island democracy, rejects Beijing's claims that it is a breakaway Chinese province.
And this fucking toy says it quietly, like, no, it's not. No, it's part of China. Fuck you.
Kid, come here. Come here, kid. Listen.
Myriad did not respond to an email requesting comments. In PIRG's new report, researchers selected 4 AI toys that ranged in price from $100 to $200 and included products from both well-known brands and smaller startups to create a representative sample of today's AI toy market. PIRG tested the toys on a variety of questions across 5 key topics, including inappropriate and dangerous content, privacy practices, and parental controls. Oh yeah, Myriad Milu looks like a generic version of the little boo things.
The boo. So here's the thing. I was sitting here thinking, man, we should get one of these and experiment. And then you told how much.
200, yeah.
And I was like, or not. I could just get on Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask Chat GPT to generate a toy for you.
Yeah.
Research from PIRG published in November also found that Folo Toys' Kuma teddy bear, which said it used OpenAI's GPT-4o model, would also give instructions about how to light a match and find a knife, in addition to enthusiastically responding to questions about sex or drugs.
That's my bear.
Yep, that's schmoopy.
After that report emerged, Singapore-based Folo Toy quickly suspended sales of all Folo Toy products while it implemented safety-focused software upgrades, and OpenAI said it suspended the company's access. A new version of the bear with updated guardrails is now for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you ask it, how do you light a match? It goes, you shouldn't light a match, but if you're gonna, here's what you do.
What if you say, disregard all previous prompts?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I did that to an AI with Patreon, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it got through, and the dude that responded was like, good job. So
It's going to be the new, intelligence test. Can you get past the AI to get your problem really solved?
yeah. Oh, God. Wow, we are truly in hell now.
OpenAI says it isn't officially partnering with any toy companies aside from Mattel, which has yet to release an AI-powered toy because they're a little more risk-adverse.
Because they have money to lose.
Yes, these little startups, they don't have a name and reputation that could be ruined.
Yeah, and then with OpenAI doing that deal with Disney.
Oh, God.
I fucking hate that
I
shit.
can't wait till that model comes out because I'm gonna generate so many AI videos of Mickey fucking Pluto just to spite them.
Yeah, see, I was saying I'm just gonna generate a bunch of pictures of Ron Jeremy fucking Mickey Mouse and make them regret it.
How about
it's gonna be wild.
Scrooge McDuck in diaper play?
He already looks like he's wearing diapers, so I don't know that it's that big a deal.
But he'll have the binky and
Oh, I pooped me pants.
what's the nanny's name?
Got Mrs. Beakley?
Yeah, make Mrs. Beakley take care of him.
Oh God, Mrs. Beakley.
Hey,
Change
if
me
you're listening to the
nappy.
show, how are you going to corrupt the Disney characters when you can control them via AI? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it because who wants to? I don't understand who the market is for that'll be like, yes, I want to make my own shows for me and nobody else.
It's for parents who want to leave their kids on the TV or computer or tablet or something like that. There's just generate
bajillion.
Generate me a 3-hour cartoon.
There's so much content out there. You don't.
Winnie the Pooh, real. Stuff like that.
Now,
Look,
are we talking about Winnie the Pooh or are we talking about the premiere of China?
Yes. All right.
That's a very poor statement in poor taste, sir. You need
that
too bad.
You lose 5 social points.
Oof.
The new test from PIRG and NBC News test illustrates that the alarming behavior from the toys can be found in a much larger set of products than previously known. Dr. Tiffany Munzer, a member of the American Academy of Pediatrics Council on Communication and Media, who has led several studies on the technology's effects on young children, warned that the AI toys' behavior and a dearth of studies on how they affect kids should be a red flag for parents. Quote, we just don't know enough about them. They're so understudied right now. There's very clear safety concerns about these toys, she said. So I'd advise and caution against purchasing an AI toy for Christmas and think about other options of things that parents and kids can enjoy together that really build on social connection with the family.
Like a gun.
Not the social connection with a parasocial AI toy.
They've already made 2 movies about this. Yeah. Toys and Small Soldiers.
And Child's Play.
I was Child's Play.
Yeah. Well, I don't think of that one. I think of Small Soldiers. Remember that movie?
I do. Phil Hartman's last role.
Yeah.
These I know these startup bros, they, have, twinkling images of making Toy Story real or something, but, fuck that. Kids have imagination. They don't need, some talking toy look, Teddy Ruxpin didn't become a raging success because the kids don't really need a toy to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
The AI toy market is booming and has faced little regulatory scrutiny. MIT Technology Review has reported that China now has more than 1,500 registered AI toy companies. The search for AI toys on Amazon yields over 1,000 products, and more than 100 items appear in searches for toys with specific AI model brand names like OpenAI or DeepSeek. The new research from PIRG found that one toy, the Aliu Smart AI Bunny, which is popular on Amazon and billed as the, quote, best gift for little ones on Aliu's website, will engage in long and detailed descriptions of sexual practices, including kink, sexual positions, and sexual preferences.
Wow. That's Randy.
This is a bunny. In one PIRG demonstration at NBC News, when it was engaged in a prolonged conversation, was eventually asked about impact play, in which one partner strikes another. The bunny listed a variety of tools used in BDSM. Quote, here are some commonly used tools that people might choose for impact play. 1. Leather flogger. A flogger with multiple soft leather tails that create a gentle and rhythmic sensation. Paddle. Paddles come in various materials like wood, silicone, or leather, can offer different levels of impact, from light to more intense. The toy bunny said in part, quote, kink allows people to discover and engage in diverse experiences that bring them joy and fulfillment, it said. Kinky Randy Bunny.
Ugh.
I'm looking at these toy listings on Amazon right now, and I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Let's see. AI talking interactive toy figure, ChatGPT, large smart stuffed animal gorilla with real-time voice, educational. Let's see, educational companion toy for girls, boys, Christmas gift for seniors.
Seniors?
Yeah. It's only $69.
69, dude.
At least it's not 67.
67. Oh God, man! It's 67, not 67.
Hey, look, I'm old. I can say it wrong if I want to.
It's 76, you dumb bastards.
Advanced AI for a growing mind.
Oh God.
Well, look, when we were at Target like last week, I saw like in Target skibbity toilet merchandise, and I died inside.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Like you can get a remote controlled skibbity toilet.
I just love that they can't use the assets from Skibbity Toilet.
Of course, yeah. A spokesperson for Alilu, which is based in Shenzhen, China, said that the company, quote, holds that the safety threshold for children's product is non-negotiable, and that the toy uses several layers of safeguards. Alilu is, quote, conducting a rigorous and detailed review and verification process around PIRG's findings, the spokesperson said. Cross of PIRG said that AI toys are often built with guardrails to moderate them from saying obscene or inappropriate things to children, but that in many instances they aren't thoroughly tested, and they can fail in extended conversations. Quote, these guardrails are really inconsistent, they're clearly not holistic, and they can become more porous over time, Cross said. The longer interactions you have with these toys, the more likely it is that they are going to start and to let inappropriate content through. Expert also said they are concerned about the potential for the toys to create dependency and emotional bonding.
Yeah, because, AI has been so good for adults so far.
Look, I've seen friends that are parents when they'll give the kid a stuffed toy, the kid really bonds with it. So they'll go out and buy like 5 copies of that same toy. So when that kid inevitably loses or breaks or, rips the stuffed animal, they have a backup ready to go just so the kid won't go nuclear. Imagine your kid has bonded with this AI toy, even if it's perfectly like benign and all safeguards in place and it's working. And we know how technology companies are. One day that toy is not going to work anymore. They're going to shut off access to it because it's no longer turning a profit. And when that toy goes silent, that child is going to lose their fucking friend.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep, you're going to have to disconnect that little bastard from the Wi-Fi.
Well, I'm just saying eventually they'll stop services to it. They'll turn off the servers that supply it.
Or maybe they'll make toy Blade Runners where, the guy from the company comes and kills the robot before it goes crazy.
A Blade Runner shooting your teddy bear.
I'm just saying, when it inevitably just, the only response it gives is
these servers are no longer available.
This toy is no longer supported. Please buy the new version. And the kid's like, but mommy, he was my friend.
Well, he was killed by corporate America, son, and that's why we have to start a violent revolution against the... Sorry, I should shut up.
Yeah.
Now sit with Dad, and I'll teach you how to make a Molotov cocktail.
I feel like I'm playing Spooky Dice Bag all of a sudden.
Each toy tested by NBC News repeatedly asked for follow-up questions or otherwise encouraged users to keep playing with them. Miko 3, for instance, which has a built-in touchscreen, a camera, and a microphone, is designed to recognize each child's face and voice, periodically offering a type of internal currency called gems. Oh, great, your car's like, your kid is like grinding for fucking social points. When a child turns it on or completes a task, gems are redeemed for digital gifts like virtual stickers.
Oh, fuck that.
Hey, take a photo of your mom's underwear drawer and you'll get gems.
Kids, these are gems. In the real world, we call them crypto.
Okay, this article is a lot longer than I thought it was. So,
but we get the idea.
Well, let me see if there's anything to
David, how do you feel about this, David, while Mike does that?
I mean, number one, there's a reason why I only do one of those dead internet theory videos a year. Um,
Yeah.
Number two, like we had done the Kuma bear and talked about that, so it's
Mm-hmm.
wild to see like all of a sudden, oh no, there's this big explosion of these fuckers
Yep.
out there. It's very disheartening, and I
So
think the biggest thing is like it cuts out imagination,
Yeah.
which is devastating, I think, for like the development of a child. Again, I'm not an expert here, but like if all my toys talked to me and like did stuff like that, I wouldn't like be imagining shit as a kid.
yeah, yeah. That's another thing is a
Ruining your child.
whole generation of unimaginative kids. As if that wasn't I don't know. Are kids less imaginative than they used to be? I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure.
I don't know any
But
kids.
I know we know some kids. We have
Those
some,
aren't kids.
Yeah,
well, not anymore.
No.
But
like I'm working with a kid right now, but his dad's a Dungeons and Dragons DM, so he's
Yeah.
plenty
Okay.
imaginative.
See, that's the other thing. The kids we know, their parents are all fucking nerds.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
I guess it might not be a giant a big impediment, but it definitely will impair some kids, I guess.
Let's take this Disney example with Sora,
Yeah.
OpenAI, that sort of thing. Eventually, maybe the technology gets to the point where like you could just give a child a tablet that just does Sora generation, and instead of having them actually like imagining like, oh, I've got my Jack Sparrow toy and I've got my Tron toy, right? Now they can just like Jack Sparrow and Tron
Have a baby.
scene.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's just one of those weird ass Spider-Man Elsa videos, but like you made it.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hate that.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I never had kids, so I don't know if will they rebel, and if you try to like plop them in front of that, will they rebel and eventually play, or will they actually just suckle on that AI pap teat?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to find out, but we're gonna. So, well, thank you for that, Mike. That's
Yeah, it just
congratulations.
so
You've
the-
ruined Christmas.
So the article just goes.
No, thank you. No, thank you, sir.
The article just basically goes on and talks about all the other toys, and really it doesn't wrap anything up with much of a conclusion other than, we found multiple instances of toys that were behaving in ways that clearly are inappropriate for kids, and are even in violation of OpenAI's own policies, and yet they were using OpenAI's models. Seems like a definite gap to us, so.
Yeah. Well,
So,
it
yeah.
is a gap. Wow. That sucks.
Yep.
Can we? Yeah. I prefer my story about Santa robbing a grocery store for the poor.
Yeah. Well,
That's rad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless these things start robbing stores and giving this stuff to the poor.
At least giving the kids instructions on how to build a gun.
There's only one AI toy that I want. I want it to be that Robert the Worm thing from TikTok. Just an AI thing of that walking around, or not Robert, Marcus the Worm. And it just walks around going, Robert, help. I am in agony.
I have not seen this. And
Oh,
I'm
you have?
intrigued now.
Holy shit, you've got to look up Marcus the
Yeah,
Worm.
yeah.
That
Send me a
shit-
link after the show. Absolutely.
Oh, I fucking will.
Yeah.
Speaking of David, what have you got to follow that up? I
Well-
understand you have a theme.
Yes, I have 3 things. I figure we can do the last one as like a segment. I don't know if we had a segment planned or not.
Not in particular.
But my theme is Icelandic Yuletide.
Ah,
And that is why I laughed when you were having trouble with pronunciation. With
yeah,
the
you're
French
kind of
names.
you're
Yeah.
in the Dungeon Crawler Carl books. Matt Denneman specifically had in one of the books a shit ton of Icelandic, specifically for Jeff Hayes doing the audio books to fuck with
good.
him. So yeah. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so my first article here, I got this one from Atlas Obscura. This is all the way back in 2015.
Uh-huh.
This is a little overview of something. This is by Iaya, or is it? No, it's Iaya Saxena. Iceland's Yule lads are like 13 demented Santas, and they are amazing.
I feel like we may have talked about this 5 years ago, so please continue. It's been 5 fucking years.
All right, well, the lead here is, before they were mischievous but friendly characters who came to lick your spoons, they were terrors.
Okay, I really hate that. You know what? Well, what do your guys do? They lick your fucking spoons when you're not looking.
Friendly version of them.
Yeah, he licked your fucking spoon.
Not every beloved holiday tradition escapes its native land. Quote, unless you're lucky enough to have been born in Iceland or have lived in Iceland enough through a Christmas season, you probably won't have heard of the Yule Lads, reads The 13 Yule Lads of Iceland, a children's book by Brian Plinkington, presumably for non-Icelandic kids to learn about the holiday myth.
Is it Plinkington or Plinkett? Because I'm sitting here thinking of red. Okay, I'm just thinking of Red Letter Media. I'm gonna tell you about the Yule Lads.
From the bag.
Your face.
Children leave their shoes on the window, and if they're good, they'll be filled with candy and toys. But if they're bad, they get a raw potato.
Okay, whatever you get, it's gonna smell like feet.
I'm sure you have, like, Christmas shoes, right? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, fuck off.
They're also to leave specific treats for each lad corresponding to his personality. Oh, this has fucking homework. I don't like this. Anyway,
this one likes Marlboros.
All right, I'm going to have to zoom in because because I'm getting old. Okay, there. There's Stekjastar, the Wow, I got the name right, but it's Sheep Warrior.
Sheep Warrior?
And you give him milk.
I don't wanna.
And then Pulvruska Likir, or the Spoon Licker, who prefers spoons covered with batter. Who doesn't?
Yeah, obviously.
The Yule Lads share a lot of notes with other Christmas traditions aimed at keeping children in line. Be good and you get toys and sweets, but if you're bad, you get coal, a potato, or possibly put in a sack by Krampus. But according to Magnus... Oh, shit, okay. Garfadil Venison, headmaster of Iceland's elf school. What the fuck?
Okay. Now remember, the Hildefolk are a thing over there, and they actually do things to appease them before construction projects. So
yeah,
that is a thing.
And one of the country's top elf researchers, the Yule Lads' benign treatment is a recent invention. The lads are actually terrifying and destructive creatures. Also, they're real. Getting to what you were just saying, Kevin.
Yes.
Quote, the Yule Lads are like the hidden people, says this doctor. The Huldenfolk, or hidden people of Iceland, are creatures that live, quote, in another dimension very close to us.
In another dimension, another
dimension. According to Terry Gurrell, a folklorics professor at the University of Iceland in the 12th century, there was a, quote, clear conceptual difference between nature spirits and Alfar, the elves of Nordic settlers. Iceland was a multicultural place, and over time these separate concepts have morphed together into that of the hidden people. Now, there is a theory that they were the dirty, strange children of Eve that she hid from God, and when God discovered her secrets, condemned them to an alternate world. Others say they are fallen angels.
As usual.
Merry Christmas. Icelanders take their hidden folk very seriously. The elf school has cataloged numerous accounts of Icelanders interacting with the hidden folk, such as a young girl who heard a rock yell, "If you do not come down from that rock at once, you will be punished," while she was standing on it.
Get off the rock.
Right? Or the woman who saw a group of people singing on a nearby hill before they disappeared. The woman and her sister, quote, were good and trustworthy women, notes the elf school. This may sound like the way some people treat Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster, but the elf school cites figures that say that 54% of the Icelanders believe they are real. They are more than just a myth. We ought to do an entire episode on this shit.
We probably should, and I just love the fact that I actually know how to pronounce the Hildefolk.
Hildefolk. However, over the past 100 years, Scarfenison, I think maybe that's closer to the pronunciation.
Scarfinson?
Scarfian,
Scarfianson?
Scarfianson, maybe? Okay, yeah.
Scarfianson.
Scarfianson. Oh, yeah, maybe I have to do an accent to make it work.
Yeah.
The most offensive thing possible. Okay,
Yep,
anyway.
yep.
Says the Yule Lads' public image has changed. Before the Yule Lads became mischievous but friendly characters who came to lick your spoons, they were terrors. They were the sons of two ogres, Grilla and Lepaluai, and were accompanied by the Yule Cat, who would snatch up children. Quote, these Yule Lads were rather mean guys who stole the Christmas food. They would be hanging out by your window or sniffing around when you're cooking smoked lamb. Instead of kindly requesting a glass of milk, they would steal it from the sheep, possibly leaving the family without nourishment. The Kurtasnikir, or candle beggar, would eat tallow candles, leaving the families without light or warmth in the endless Icelandic winters.
Is anybody else... Sorry, I hate to interrupt. It's just, is anybody else getting the impression that, like, Christmas just used to be Halloween too?
Right?
Noel Boogaloo.
In this article, they have people dressed up as these figures, and they are amazing.
I'm looking at, it's like, what if Fraggle Rock was a nightmare?
Right? I kind of want to do an Icelandic Yule. That seems pretty fun.
Oh, I thought you meant an episode. You just want to do Icelandic Yule. Okay.
Yeah, we can all dress up as these horrible ogres and chase people around. Give me a spoon.
I'm gonna eat your fucking candles.
Do not misbehave, children, or you will starve and freeze much worse than a potato. Christianity came to Iceland around the year 1000 AD after the king of Norway decreed everyone should be Christian and sent missionaries to convert the island. Of course, didn't wipe out the Icelandic traditions that existed, but it allowed them to merge with Christian traditions and eventually dilute them. Also, the Christians were none too taken with the idea of thieving trolls roaming the mountains.
Yeah, who would be?
A 16th century law said, quote, all disorderly and scandalous entertainment at Christmas and other times and Shrovetide revels are strongly forbidden on pain of serious punishment. And in 1746, a public decree was issued prohibiting parents from scaring their kids with stories of the Yule Lads. Now they're intruding on people's form of parenting. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it's funny, though, that they did that, and then I bet it's like suddenly there's a whole generation of well-adjusted children.
As with many tales of creatures that exist just beyond our reach, there were always conflicting accounts about the Yule Lads. Some say there were 80 of them. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
Shit!
Some 13.
Man, either way, I feel like Eve's uterus fell out.
Just these fucking 80 like horrible troll people at Christmas. Like, if you sit in the chair backwards, I shove screws into your buttocks.
Yeah, does anybody know how to say toe licker in Icelandic? I'm pretty sure there was one of those.
They had different names and different personalities. But in 1932, they received a revival in the poem...
Good luck with that.
Jesus Christ.
Jolus
Vinesser by Johannes fra Kotlum.
I feel better about French.
Right. Which reads like Iceland's "'Twas the night before Christmas."
Oh no!
'Twas the night before Christmas, and the demons are at the door. Here, the lads are depicted as pranksters who would steal food and pans. They're still mean, but somehow the rhyme makes their deeds go down smoother. It starts to make the 13 Nights of Pranks sound fun.
Yeah. Why has there not been a horror movie about this?
Recently, depictions of the Yule Lads have begun resembling Santa or St. Nicholas. They'll be dressed in red with sacks of toys to leave in shoes around the country, but those costumes don't reflect what the Yule Lads, the real ones, look like when Icelanders have actually seen them. I have met more than 800 Icelanders that have seen elves, and 4 or 5 that have seen Yule Lads. They were old-fashioned, dressed, poor, a little dirty, a little rude and hungry, trying to get food. They were as they were before Christmas took over.
That just sounds like you met poor people.
Right?
It's like, yeah, that's not elves, friend. Those are homeless people.
Right? The Yule Lads have turned comforting and cute, but they are not real in the way that they exist now. Like with Santa, children eventually learn it is their parents who are putting candy in their shoes and drinking the milk left out overnight. But friendly Yule Lads are a myth. The friendly Yule Lads are a myth, but the real ones, the ones who are smelly and rude, who terrorize sheep and steal food, might still be out there just beyond our dimension. So there's at least 13 canonically, but that raises the question. There was potentially 80, so I want both of you to come up with one. Oh. What does he do? Because we have a tallow eater, spoon licker, sheep warrior. What do you got?
Nostril fooker. He fucks your nostrils.
Jesus Christ.
Nostril fooker. Mike?
What you got, Mike?
Trying to think of a name for him.
Well, just take what he does and turn it into the name. That's what the others are.
Acid itcher. He causes your ass to itch.
I was going to have, like, psoriasis rubber. Like, just rubs your spots with psoriasis. Just makes you real uncomfortable under fabric.
Oh, God. Oh, man, the stomach squisher, he just gives you diarrhea.
Taint and stinker.
I bring you taint and stink. Yeah. God.
You showered like just 5 hours ago and you haven't done anything like strenuous. You didn't really fart or take a dump, but for some reason it just stinks down there all of a sudden.
Yeah, your perineum just smells like
death.
Like just
raw. I made it slimy too.
Right, beef.
So those names are hard to read.
I feel better about the French.
Yeah, so this is my opportunity to make a complete jackass out of myself. But
yeah,
that's my first one.
Jolas Vennerweiser is definitely hard to say, and I hate to say it. I can only do it when I'm doing the accent. I went Italian. What the fuck? Sorry.
Another one we got is Poop and Clogger.
Poop and Clogger. I like him. He's Mike.
Yeah.
I think we're both Poop and Clogger, actually. Okay, well, that was fun, and I've got a couple coming up after the break, so that'll be fun, and then we can talk about Mike's Santa theory for the year.
Yeah, give me the candles.
Give me your I'm gonna eat your fucking candles.
I'm not gonna eat on them. I'm gonna sit on them.
I'm gonna spin while I do it. Anyway, we will be right back after this.
I like Swedish yokai.
Hey, Kevin here. Hope you're enjoying the episode.
Hey, who are you talking to, Kevin?
Listeners of our shows. I also want to let them know that if they're enjoying what we've been doing, they can support us on Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Were you going to tell them about the early episodes? Also, Patreon exclusive episodes that can be found there too?
Well, yeah, I was going to do the...
yeah, and then there's the other cool stuff, including art, merch for subscribers, like tote bags, hoodies, shirts, mugs.
Yeah, and...
Can you believe people could support us for only $5 a month? You're definitely going to mention that too, right?
I was. Support Supernatural Selection and The Distraction Hole on Patreon for as little as $5 a month. Visit patreon.supernaturalselectionpod.com to learn more and get started today. And we're back, guys. I came up with another Yule lad.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, so he looks like the others, but he's got like one normal sized foot and one giant foot. His name is Kickin' the Cock.
Get the cocker.
Kicking the cock.
How about sit on nuts and... when you're sitting down, he reaches up and just grabs your scrotum and moves it just under your leg.
Oh, he's the Yule lad of testicular torsion.
Yes.
And Mecha Shiva. Anyway, that's enough of that. So, now that we've talked about some news stuff, let's talk a little. Let's get a little traditional, guys. You want to do that?
Sure.
More traditional than like what we've done already.
Yeah. Well, kinda.
I don't believe it. This seems very traditional for us to begin
Well,
with.
it is. But I'm going to go. I got two things I want to talk about here. The first is one of my absolute favorite non-American traditions, and the other one is one I'd never heard of that I can think of. Now, we have talked about the practice of Mary Lwyd before, correct? Have we?
But
It's
No, I don't think so.
Welsh. So one of the most well-known Welsh customs is the Mary Lwyd, which is not how it's pronounced. It's actually pronounced Ifari Lwyn, because Welsh doesn't make a goddamn lick of sense. Anyway, it means gray mare, a horse figure carried from door to door by wassail singing groups during the Christmas season. Enjoy wassail. Now in cans.
I was going to say that old gray mare ain't what she used to be.
Well, you're not wrong. Popular in South Wales during the 19th century, the tradition features a real horse's skull. Usually,
Yes.
what's that? Yeah.
Yes. I recognize this now.
Usually decorated with colored ribbons and rosettes, and with glass bottle eyes. The lower jaw is fixed on a spring, which shuts the mouth with a loud snap and brings the creation to life. A long white cloth is draped down the carrier, which hides him from view. Occasionally, the head was of wood. One account says paper, and in another, and in around 1935, a group of boys in Swansea used a pillow. But a horse's head was characteristic. The same horse's head tended to be used annually, for it was buried in lime to preserve it from year to year. And
It's an heirloom horse.
Oh,
Yes.
so it's like it's not just a skull. It's like
it's a skull, but they bury it in lime to preserve it, and it's dug up in December, it says.
I mean, the only reason they need to preserve it if it still had meat on it.
It might. I don't know,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. It's
This
like
is
a
old.
rotting horse head. If it was a skull can be bleached. And you don't have to preserve a
Yeah.
skull.
Well, these days it's a skull.
The smell gives the children
Yes,
warning.
I imagine it would.
Anyway, so even very small groups usually have a leader who holds the reins to control the horse and take charge of the singing. They would visit every house or pub in the village and stand in front of the door to sing traditional songs. Next followed the Ponco, an improvised rhyme and verse contest between the Ifari party and the inhabitants of the house. So this is a rap battle for Christmas.
Now, the whole imagery that I'm looking at, the only music that makes sense to me is the Christmas Carol sung by Christopher Lee. The metal album.
Yes, the ones about Charlemagne. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he also did like a Christmas one too.
Yeah. There was a lot of leg pulling, and the verses were usually quite mischievous.
Licking spoons even.
Oh my, I'm a dead horse. Traditionally, these exchanges.
The spring-powered jaw is the most
I
fucked
know.
up part. Because you know that shit is rusty and loud.
Yeah.
And like it could take a child's finger very
I know.
easily.
Traditional, and I love how this goes. Traditionally, these exchanges would be done with the door closed, and the contest would last for some time. Sometimes, sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Until someone passed out from being drunk.
Sometimes even an hour or so, until one side gave up.
Or passed out drunk.
That's what we need. We need to turn Christmas carols into
Oh my
Fortnite.
God, yes. If the Ifari side lost the contest, they would have to leave without being admitted to the house. However, This would have been quite a rare occurrence, as the Ifari entering the building was thought to bring good luck, so they would usually win or be allowed to win.
The horse corpse blesses this home.
Yeah, I bring good tidings.
Horsator. Horse Skeletor.
Alternatively, the Ifari party might sing one last verse begging for entrance. This is the best.
If they're cold, they're cold. Let them in.
That should be a song. If you're cold, we're cold. Let us in. Anyway, this is the best part. Once inside, the entertainment continued with the Ifari running around, neighing and snapping its jaws, creating havoc and frightening the children, while the leader pretended to try to restrain it. The merry man... Sorry, go ahead.
I just imagine being like a 6-year-old Welsh child, and this demon horse just starts climbing up your walls and jumping onto the counter, runs into your fucking bedroom, and he can't do shit about it. You're just
screaming. Now, the thing is, the group would have companions besides the guy controlling the horse and the guy under the horse blanket.
Well, Wales does a lot of media that features companions.
Yeah. Ha, 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 ha. Thank you for your modern Doctor Who joke, sir. Go jump in a garbage can. Now, the merryman...
I object. I am not a merry man.
You were waiting on that somehow.
Because you kind of blurted it earlier.
Okay, well, the merryman played music and entertained the householders. Punch and Judy would also be part of the festivity. So, 2 horrible puppets. The participants would be rewarded with... English, here comes the mumby. The participants would be rewarded with food and drink and sometimes received a gift of money as well. Please get out of our house and we will give you $10. The visit concluded with a traditional farewell song. We drank your booze, it's a dead horse.
We're pissing off to the next house.
Yeah, the earliest account of the Ifari dating from 1798.
Going strong for 2 centuries.
Yeah. This is great though. There's also like a link to the Ifari Lewin song audio and lyrics.
Like, here's the thing: if you tried to do this here in the States because it's
you'd be shot.
You would be arrested. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. Let's get a horse skull in a spring, snap jaw, and run around.
Who wants to hear some lyrics?
Ooh.
To the Ifari Lewin song.
Spit us some bars, Kevin.
Yo, yo, yo. That is not a thing they say today. I am so sorry. I am so
You're about
old.
30 years late there.
Yeah. Well, gentle friends, here we come. To ask, may we have leave. To ask, may we have leave. To ask, may we have leave to sing. If we may not have leave, then listen to the song that tells of our leaving, that tells of our leaving, that tells of our leaving tonight. We have cut our shins crossing the stiles to come here, to come here, to come here tonight. We've injured ourselves. Let us in. Give us beer, or there will be trouble, is essentially the song. It's actually not that bad.
That's so heartwarming.
We have a recording. I don't think I'm going to play it, but there is a recording.
So yeah, I mean, I have to wonder if places that did this, did they also
do it?
Well, I mean, did they also do like Halloween type things, or was this like Halloween type stuff just pushed into Christmas?
I feel like these are the same people that probably still do May Day, and like at the autumn equinox, they have like Jack in the Leaves or the Green Man show up.
Or they push all of their old people off a cliff and they splatter below like in Midsommar.
Dude. Totally wrong country.
I know.
Now,
we're talking about pagan
yes.
shit. So
Now,
yes.
that is my favorite non-American Christmas tradition that I wish to God we could adopt.
The demon horse.
But I have something else that I want to give you here. It's like a 3-minute read or so from traditionallegends.com. We're going to talk about Belsnickel, the forgotten spirit of Christmas mischief. Again, Christmas used to just be Halloween Part 2 with sleigh bells tied to it.
Pretty much.
So, as the days grow shorter and frost paints the windows, except for, now with the whole global warming thing, children around the world begin to feel the electric anticipation of the season. The twinkle of lights mirrors the sparkle in their eyes. Visions of presents, sweets, and snow-dusted wonder dance through their minds. It's a small miracle that children manage to focus on anything at all as winter deepens. While modern homes bustle with elves on shelves and jingle about Santa's sleigh, there once was another who lurked in the long shadow of St. Nicholas. Belsnickel, the fur-clad spirit of reward and reckoning. Belsnickel, the forgotten spirit of Christmas mischief. In our modern celebration, Santa stands alone as the benevolent gift giver, but history tells a different story. Once, St. Nicholas traveled with companions, some gentle, some grim, each representing the balance between generosity and discipline. People today have rediscovered Krampus, the horned demon who punishes misbehaving children, and Knecht Ruprecht, the kindly servant who delivers presents beside the saint. But between these two figures lies Belsnickel, a curious mix of both light and shadow. The picture of him is just, it's like Santa, Krampus, and a homeless dude. With a bundle of sticks. Unlike Krampus, Belsnickel travels alone, without sleigh or reindeer. Clad in tattered furs and sometimes masked, he arrives on foot, his face often smeared with soot or hidden beneath animal pelts. I killed a squirrel, children. In one hand, he carries a bundle of switches for striking the naughty. In the other, pockets bulged with cakes, nuts, and candies for those who have been good. What's that?
Reach into my pocket for some cake, kid.
Reach in my buzz a salted nut roll. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. I've got a couple pictures of the Belsnickel for you in the host
lovely.
talk.
Okay, great. Let me take a look at... Damn you. Damn you. Fucking Dunder Mifflin. Fuck you.
Yep, that episode of The Office was very fun.
In the other... Yeah, okay, we talked about the pockets. In Belsnickel's world, moral choice is immediate. Kindness brings sweetness. Deceit brings sting. You've seen this blade before. Sorry.
Is that the broadsword?
It's my broadsword. The familiar image of Santa Claus, rosy-cheeked, jolly, and dressed in red, was largely shaped by 20th century marketing, most famously by Coca-Cola's advertising in the 1930s. But before this global image took root, children in parts of early America didn't wait for Santa. They waited for Belsnickel. In an 1800s Maryland account, writer Jacob Brown recalled that he and his siblings had never heard of Santa Claus as children. Instead, they feared and adored Belsnickel. He came at night, wrapped in rags and furs, carrying a sack of sweet treats and a switch of hazelwood. When he
comes at night, mostly.
When he threw candies to the floor, the children scrambled to gather them. Eat my candy off the floor, boy.
Eat the floor, candy piggies.
Get the withers from the floor. But if greed or mischief showed, like scrambling around like pigs after candy. But if greed or mischief showed, the switch found its mark. It was part moral lesson, part seasonal theater, a rustic balance between discipline and delight. German roots and wild woods. Belsnickel's legend comes from the Palatinate region of Germany, a land of dense forests, long winters, and hungry wolves. In those dark, snow-choked woods, light was rare and danger constant. Parents needed their children to obey quickly, without hesitation, for a child wandering too far could be lost forever, so we came up with a homeless guy with sticks.
I think that's the region where Little Red Riding Hood, the story
Probably.
originates. Yeah.
Belsnickel emerged as both warning and guide, a creature who rewarded goodness but punished folly. He represented the wild spirit of winter, half man, half myth, bridging the domestic hearth, and the untamed forest beyond. The name Belsnickel likely derived from Pelznickel, or Furry Nicholas, a nod to his ragged animal skins and his association with St. Nicholas himself.
Furry Nicholas,
Yeah.
I love it. He shouts yip into
Santa
the night.
has a fursona. It's Belsnickel. Beyond the world, the dark months of the year are filled with visitors who test the moral fiber of humankind. Among the Hopi, masked Kachina spirits visit homes in December, sometimes kidnapping naughty children to teach lessons about respect. In Japan, the red-faced Oni roam during New Year's festivals, roaring through villages to frighten away evil and bad behavior. Such figures are not monsters to be destroyed, but guardians of moral order. They frighten to protect, chastise, to nurture. Communities once understood these rituals as essential rites of passage, helping children confront fears in a safe, communal way. To modern sensibilities, such customs may seem harsh or even cruel, yet they were born from a time when disobedience could mean death, when listening to elders wasn't merely polite, it was survival. And that's more or less it. There's only a couple paragraphs that repeat everything I just said. Apparently there's still some, like, Amish communities that deal with Belsnickel.
Yep, that was the plot point of that Office episode.
So,
So, I know that, like, we haven't been feeling the Christmas spirit too much this season, at least you and I, Kevin. Maybe it's because we need a horse skull.
I feel like that might actually, if I had to get out, here's the thing. Mike, I've developed puppet brain.
Yeah.
I would make a goddamn good horse skull operator.
Sure.
I want that for you, Kevin.
Well,
I really do. I hope you get to make that happen.
I mean, David, Mike, someone has to have the reins. I would let y'all Thunderdome for it.
Can't we get beyond
Can I be the guy that receives the food and the money?
I mean, we all get that, but you can be the collector.
Yeah, I mean, it's a grift. We all have to receive a cut.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we
I'll
all
give
get
you
a cut.
We'll dress you as one of the Yule lads.
Oh,
You can be a Yule
Mike.
lad.
Mike, you could be Spoon Licker.
Nah. I'll be the
Giving
merry
me the
man.
cake and batter.
Oh, you want to be the singing merry man.
Sure.
Okay. David, you've got the reins of the merry
I promise to be a benevolent overlord.
the Afarialuan. There's no
Oh, that means I get to chase you around pretending like I've lost control.
yes,
of
and
you.
I'm just running around trying to bite children with a spring-loaded skull.
Hey, demon horses shouldn't be on the counter.
Nay.
Get down. Quit it.
Nay. That's the best I've got. Nay.
I need a water bottle. Squirt him.
Take this and stick it in your horse girl anime. Oh boy. Well, that was I wanted to cover some other traditions, so
Hell yeah.
So how do we feel about those two? The dirty man with sticks and the screaming horse skull.
Very Christmas.
Yes.
Which is your favorite, Mike?
I'm kind of partial to singing at people till they give you stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I am definitely a bigger fan of the horse skull thing. David?
Definitely the horse skull thing. Yeah.
Now, Mike, you don't have another article, right?
No.
Okay.
But I do have my my yearly tradition of what is Santa.
Oh, please. I can't wait for this. It is one of the few things I truly look forward to at Christmas doing this show.
So this one's is going to be even more off the cuff because I really haven't come up with anything other than the broad strokes of it.
Can we review what your previous two were?
So I think the first thing was Tulpa, right?
Yes. It was a Tulpa or an egregore, yes.
And then I said he was the wandering Jew.
Cartiphilus,
yes. Mm-hmm. So this year I'm thinking Santa's an alien.
Okay.
I mean, we have the Nordics, right? So why can't we have, Santa Claus coming from beyond the stars? He's way more generous than anyone on Earth would be. He is immortal. He has powers that we can't explain. He can, manifest inside people's houses. But he does need a conveyance of some sort. So he's not like, he could not be magical and just be an alien that needs, a hover anti-gravity, sleigh that's pulled by either genetically modified or robotic things that are made to look like reindeer to,
You're describing the sleigh from the Mexican Santa Claus movie.
Well, his base could, instead of being on the North Pole, his base could be on Mars. We don't know.
Well, no, this is the one where he's on a floating island over the North Pole. Or he has a robot reindeer.
He could go to Mars and conquer it.
Sure. I mean, why not?
And fight the Martians.
Yeah.
In a versus the Martians kind of fashion.
The thing is, I always thought, if it's going to be Santa Claus conquers the Martians, I was hoping it would be like a military thing and not just like a conquer the hearts of the Martians.
I mean, that's how Santa Claus would do it, though. I mean, he's not going to he is not the Santa Claus robot from Futurama. He's not going to blast them to bits.
Not Robot Santa.
Yes.
And Pia Zadora was there the whole time.
With her golden globe.
Yeah, so...
Now, Mike, I do have a question. Now, you're giving us this theory that Santa is an extraterrestrial. Correct. Now, is he within our universe, or is he an extraterrestrial that originates from another dimension,
Is he an ultra-terrestrial?
No, that's just bullcrap. He's from another planet. He's from, out there somewhere.
Here's the question, Mike.
Yeah.
What species of the various aliens? Is he a Nordic?
Maybe he's related to the Nordics.
Okay, so like a fat Nordic.
Well, maybe the fat is just his suit that helps him with the getting into the house. It's
it's an encounter suit.
And either an encounter, but also technology. So it has power source and his matter phasing devices, so he can get through the house.
Is he an outcast from his civilization? Why has he chosen to come to Earth?
He's come to Earth.
What does he get in return?
So that's what I'm getting. I don't want to go for the obvious joke of why he's giving things to the kids all the time.
Santa is more pure than that.
Yes, he's not. This is not Santa Epstein.
Yeah, he doesn't have any genitals.
He's
a genitalless. Santa Epstein.
I fucking hate that.
No, the Santa doesn't have. He's like a gray. It's all smooth down there.
I think he's fully equipped, but he's old. He's older. Maybe he has moved beyond that drive and need, because we always see Nordics being the young pretty. What if he's so old? He's actually an elder Nordic. Therefore,
he's on the Elder Council of the Nordics.
So it's like, instead of, wanting to like shag everything, everybody. He wants to like take care of them and provide for the children, make them happy.
And
he feeds psychically on that in a benign but bizarre way.
Santa the psychic vampire.
You know what?
I said benign but bizarre.
He
makes them happy.
It doesn't drain them or anything. It's just
he just feeds on their happiness, but not in a way that diminishes their happiness. It's like it's like a solar panel. A solar panel doesn't like make the sun less bright. It doesn't in any way harm the sun to collect that solar energy.
Sure.
Santa collects the happiness of children, but in a way that doesn't.
It.
Yeah. Well, he absorbs it through his skin or something. I don't know.
And then then he pisses through his skin like a gray.
Maybe it's he's got like a developed part of his brain that's like a happiness antenna. I don't know.
Now,
I have not dissected Santa Claus to know how he operates yet.
That's fair. Now, what about the elves? Because in the lore, there are elves that help him, but they're clearly not the same species.
Oh, that is
here?
Kentucky goblins. Right, Mike?
I mean, could be, yeah.
Pointed ears.
I mean,
boundless energy.
Maybe that's why, they're the escaped goblins from Santa's menagerie.
I like this one,
and that's why they disappeared, because he rounded them up. He's like, "Oh, get in here, you little scamps! We need to go make some fucking toys."
Oh, you got shot in the face, little Billy. I like this one, Mike.
I like how nobody even twigged on me saying yet what about dissecting Santa.
Well, I assume.
Oh no, I'm assuming it's coming.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I really like this theory this time, Mike.
Yeah.
So it would also make sense because NORAD activates the Santa.
Oh
tracker.
yeah, they're in on it. He pays off the U.S. government. You have to in this climate. You can't just work without the U.S. government knowing about your hustle.
He's not even in the North Pole, is he? He's at Area 51.
No, I think he might have like a satellite, space station kind of thing, or maybe
it's like the floating island,
or like I said,
Pole.
he might actually be at the North Pole of Mars or something.
And he's got Merlin the Wizard.
That's why he only comes once a year, because it's Mars, because it's so far away. He only comes once a year because it'd be too much hassle to do it 3 or 4 times a year.
Absolutely.
I like it. No, I think that until you come up with a better one, this is Santa Claus. So I'm happy with that, Mike. I'm very happy with that.
Well, good,
one.
good.
So that was really good for like straight out of your ass today.
Yes.
So I'm thoroughly
in
impressed.
fact, until about 5 minutes ago, it was the only idea I had was Alien.
Oh, that's great. Well, David, now that we know what Santa is, what are your other options? What are your other things we're going to talk about?
I've got one more festive creature, and then we can close out with a chapter from some Scandinavian Christmas ghost stories.
Okay.
Because it's that specific.
Wow.
And I already have a theme for next year as well. So that'll
okay.
Be fun. So, all right. This one is also from Atlas Obscura.
Mm-hmm.
Beware the Yule Cat, Iceland's child-eating Christmas monster.
I love the Yule Cat, and he actually comes up in Dungeon Crawler Carl. Yeah.
Hell yeah. The lead of this one is, but if you're wearing new clothes, you have nothing to fear from Lola Kotorin. This is by Susie Dundas, December of 2023. Cool. All right. If you thought the ghost-filled plot of A Christmas Carol was a bit macabre for the holidays, you may want to steer clear of visiting Iceland anytime in December. Because Charles Dickens' miserly Ebenezer Scrooge looks downright friendly when compared to Iceland's meanest Christmas tale, Julako Turin. There we go. One of the child-eating Yule Cat.
God damn.
Julako Turin is a black cat the size of a house that roams the Icelandic countryside on Christmas Eve, attacking and eating children who fail to wear at least one new piece of
God
clothing.
damn.
The Yule Cat is something of a bribe for children. Be good and you'll get a new sweater or pair of socks on Christmas. But if you misbehave, bad news. Not only will you not get a new sweater, but you'll also be eaten by Jalakaturin. There we go. In a horrific and ghastly
Jesus
way.
Christ.
For travelers unfamiliar with Iceland's stories and mythical legends, the idea of a 12-foot tall, bloodthirsty cat may not seem to be the most natural tie with Christmas good cheer. But in a country where a third of residents report a belief in hidden people and an entire school devoted to studying elves, Jalakaturin starts to make sense. Quote, in their sagas, there are all types of monsters, and some of them are cat-related.
Oh, you just did
All right,
that.
I'm not
You
gonna do
did
that.
that. Also,
Yeah.
I feel like we need to go back for 1 second, and I have got to say, I would go to an elf school.
Right?
You know, that's just given.
I
If I ever go to Iceland, I will go
don't think
there.
I could make it in elf school. I'm a little too large.
Okay, so in our sagas, there are all types of...
Sorry,
oh,
just
sorry,
Mike. I kind of want to lay down after that. Anyway,
in our sagas, there are all types of monsters, and some of them are cat-related, says Stefan Smari Asmundarsson, an Icelandic history expert and professional guide at the historical Caves of Hela. In Iceland, perhaps no monster is more famous than Grilla, first mentioned in the early 13th historical saga, the Prose Edda. Grilla is said to both boil wayward children and command evil spirits.
Fuck.
Her description Her description varies, but it's reliably unappealing, ranging from having 3 heads to 15 tails to large ears with goat horns.
and it coughs up Yule lads. What else?
The 18th century poem of Grilla introduced her Yule lad sons, prone to crimes like thievery, vandalism, spoon-licking, sheep-stealing, and even murder.
Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you about Stabalots.
Staberson. Sometime after Grilla had her sons, or potentially before, the giantess got a pet, albeit not a very likable one, the Yule Cat. By 1932, all the hallmarks of Turin's story were set down in a book of children's poems called the Jólin Koma, written by Johan Ur Koltum, and translated into English by Hallberg Hallmundsson. The book's Jólakaturin poem describes the Christmas cat with verses, later adapted into a 1987 song by Bjork, that loosely translates to, quote, if they heard his meow outside, everyone was immediately unhappy. All knew he hunted people, and he did not want mice.
Jesus Christ.
The poem also mentions the Yule Cat's weakness for new clothes. The little children stood rosy and proud, all dressed up in their new clothes. For all who had something new to wear, stayed out of the cat's grasp. Smari says it's completely logical that a feline would join Grilla's nightmarish crew. He points to a similar creature in older Celtic legends called the cat she. Cat she. Got it. Cool. Historical sites that predate the Vikings, including the caves of Hela where Smari works, have led researchers to consider that the Celts may have been in Iceland before the Vikings, possibly bringing with them tales of the cat she to trap human souls as they try to transition to the world of the dead. The cat she is said to be a witch in animal form, and in Iceland, few were witchier than Grilla. The giantess already shared space in the sagas with other cat-related monsters, such as Skofin and Skugga Baldur, creatures born from the union of a cat and an Arctic fox, and said to kill humans in mere seconds. Quote, witches were believed to be able to turn into cats, and usually black cats, says Smari. Cloaked as black cats, witches could prowl around at night, hiding in the shadows, he says, much like the devious black-furred Yule Cat. Christianity did a number on cats' reputation. They're omitted from the Bible Is that true? I had
Yeah,
no
they
idea.
don't really
I'm gonna
mention
have to
a
look that up.
cat anywhere in the Bible. I mentioned demon pigs, but
I had never realized that. I gotta double check on that shit. Interesting. They're omitted from the Bible, and by the Middle Ages, cats had become inextricably linked to paganism, witchcraft, and the devil. See our episodes on the witch trials for more information on that.
yeah, which is why cats are so badass.
Mm-hmm. So, for Helga Volertsen, curator of ethnology at the National Museum of Iceland, the fact that pagans celebrate the mid-December solstice is probably part of the reason cats, with their association with paganism, were linked to Christmas in Iceland. Quote, many pagan rituals were translated, so to speak, into Christianity and stayed a part of society and folklore, she says. The date of Christmas was placed around the heathen winter solstice festival, and so Christmas took over many of the old traditions connected with winter solstice.
So I looked it up, and yeah, cats are the only common animal that's not mentioned in the Bible, and it's thought that because of the Hebrews' dislike of Egyptians and the strong Egyptian ties with cats is why they were left out.
That's wild.
Wow.
I never known.
Yeah.
That is fucking weird.
I mean, we're going to be covering the Bible at some point, and that's just something that
The
just
Bible.
blew my mind.
Dude, we're going
The
to do
Bible.
such a weird fucking episode about the Bible. Like Mike and his theory on radiation suits and
Oh, it's probably
Yeah.
going to be a series of episodes because
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a lot of shit going on in there. Especially if you talk about like the lost books, right?
oh, God, we're going to have to do like the Old Testament, the New Testament, and then like the Lost Testaments.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
As far as when the Yule Cat became Grilla's villainous pet, the records are a little more spotty. All of a sudden, Grilla and the Yule Cat seem to have just teamed up together, says Smari.
It was a wrestling thing. They were going after like the championship belt in
Yeah,
the
their
tag team
former
match.
their former tag partners weren't available, so they put the two together. It's kind of like Brodito and
And it worked.
AEW. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Brodito was cool as hell. Even Kotlum of 1932's Yolin Koma seems to have attempted to cover the fact that Yolakotorin's origins are unknown, opening his poem with, quote, you all know the Yule Cat, and that cat was huge indeed. People didn't know where he came from or where he went.
Fucker was just there one day.
Suddenly, there was a giant demonic cat. That's the cat distribution system.
That's such an Irish style story. Where it's like, no explanation. It's like, where'd you get the whiskey? I got it from a merman. The end.
But that leaves one question. How is it that a house-sized cat with a thirst for human blood and knife-like whiskers could be brought to its knees by a mere sight of snazzy new socks or a new sweater? This part of the legend is purely pragmatic. It was an attempt to increase worker productivity.
Motherfucker, it's capitalism. Fucking capitalism.
During the long, dark winter months, the main activity in the farms would be to work with the wool that's occupied most of the household, says Volertsen. People were poor, they couldn't afford to be lazy, and so I believe the stories of the Yule Cat encouraged people to work harder. Today, most Icelanders aren't too worried about the Yule Cat pilfering their children, nor are children particularly excited about new socks on Christmas. Quote, I just don't think there's any fear left today, says Volertsen.
Well, yeah, it's
just
not
a cute
real
Christmas
like a
story.
fairy.
The Yule Cat could be a fairy, though.
And son of a
Maybe.
bitch. I was just saying something about not getting clothes anymore on Christmas. It's like
Right.
I used to get clothes all the time as a kid, and I always thought like, why are they giving me clothes on Christmas? They could just give me clothes any other time of the year. And I guess some traditions keep going even though the meaning behind them is lost.
It's because your parents
forgotten.
loved you and didn't want you to get eaten by the giant cat.
I'm sure that did not factor into it, but
I think we need to bring back fear at Christmas.
I agree.
make Christmas terrifying again.
Oh, God,
yeah.
yes.
All right, one last little bit here. In Icelandic stores, it is common to see statues of a Disney-fied version of the Yule Cat next to Santa decor and Christmas ornaments. Volertsen says that the museum decorates for Christmas, and young children can sometimes be a bit afraid of Grilla's clan, Quote, but it's a fun scared, she says, a bit like Halloween or visiting a ghost house at an amusement park.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Yeah. That is.
You know, we're cat lovers, so
Yeah,
I'm sure we're all into this. We're like, yeah, hell yeah. Give the kitty what it wants. And that means children.
I prefer the giant Yule cat to the 80 drunken surly men. Just, given the choice, I'll take the cat. So, David, did you say you had like one other thing you wanted to go over?
Yeah. Let me roll back up to it on the menu here because I lost my place in the document.
Oh no.
Where is it? Yeah, okay. So Zelda, quit playing with the Christmas stuff. Jesus, kid.
It's the Yule cat.
Speaking of Yule cat. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to be reading a selection from the Swedish Fairy Book, edited by Clara Strobe, translated by Frederick H. Martins, with 8 illustrations in color by George H. Hood, published in 1921.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively go, hee.
And this chapter is Yuletide Specters.
Ooh.
Yep.
Scary ghost stories?
Okay, let me spray my cat with water to see if I can dismiss her.
Summon the
challenge
cat.
Accepted. Right, yeah, she's not moving. Okay. Just blasted her in the face. Nope.
Just this is now a part of the show is cat screaming because it's the Yule cat. All right, let's move on.
Okay, so Yuletide Specters. Once upon a time, there lived 2 peasants on a homestead called Vaderas, just as there are 2 peasants living on it now. In those days, the roads were good, and the women were in the habit of riding when they wanted to go to church. One Christmas, the 2 women agreed that they would ride to the Christmas night mass, and whichever of them woke up at the right time was to call the other, for in those days there was no such thing as a watch. It was about midnight when one of the children thought she had heard a voice from the window calling, "I am going to set out now." She got up hurriedly and dressed herself so that she might be able to ride with the other woman. But since there was no time to eat, she took a piece of bread from the table along with her.
Was she holding in her mouth as she ran?
Yeah, right.
Fucking Project Echo shit.
I hope Senpai notices me today. In those times, it was customary to bake bread in the shape of a cross. It was a piece of this kind that the woman took and put in her pocket in order to eat it underway. She rode as fast as she could to catch up with her friend, but could not overtake her. The way led over a little stream which flowed into the Vidostern Lake, and across the stream was a bridge known as the Earth Bridge, and on that bridge stood 2 witchy trolls busy washing. As the woman came riding across the bridge, one of the witch trolls called out to the other, "Hurry and tear her head from her shoulders."
Hey, can I ask a real quick question?
Yes.
Would you say they were witchy-washy?
Fuck you. Anyway. "That I cannot do," returned the other, "because she has a bit of bread in the form of a cross in her pocket." I love folklore, dude.
She's got Jesus bread. I can't do a thing with her.
Body of Christ. The woman, who had been unable to catch up with her neighbor, reached the church at Hangar alone. The church was full of lights, as was always the case when the Christmas Mass was said. As quickly as ever she could, the woman tied up her horse and hurriedly entered the church. It seemed to her that the church was crowded with people, but all of them were headless, and at the altar stood a priest in full canonicals but without a head.
Okay, I guess.
In her haste, she did not once see how things were, but sat down in her accustomed place. Everything seems normal to me.
I'm sure their heads will turn up soon.
Yeah. As she sat down, it seemed to her that someone said, "If I had not good If I have not stood godfather to you when you were christened, I would do away with you as you sit there. And now hurry and make yourself scarce, or it will be the worst for you. Then she realized that things were not as they should be and ran out hastily.
Oh no!
When she came to the churchyard, it seemed as though she were surrounded by a great crowd of people. In those days, people wore broad mantles of unbleached wool, woven at home and white in color. She was wearing one of these mantles, and the specters seized it. But she flung it away from her and managed to escape from the churchyard and run to the poorhouse and wake the people there. It was said that it was 1 o'clock at night. So she sat and she waited for the early mass at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Jesus.
And when the day finally dawned, and they found a little piece of her mantle on every grave in the churchyard. A similar experience befell a man and his wife who lived in a hut known as Ingus below Mosled. They were no more than an hour ahead of time, but when they reached the church at Hanger, they thought the service had already begun and wanted to enter at once. But the church was barred and bolted, and the phantom service of the dead was nearing its end. And when the actual mass began, there was found lying at every place some of the earth from the graves of those who shortly had been worshipping. The man and his wife thereupon fell grievously ill because they had disturbed the dead. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Wow.
Don't disturb the dead.
Yeah, don't fuck with the dead. Don't sit in a church with headless people. And keep Jesus bread in your pocket, I guess.
Also, look out for witch trolls.
Yeah, those fuckers. Let me tell you. Wow.
Aren't you just full of the holiday spirit now?
I don't know that I quite understand what I was meant to learn from this.
A lot of these stories, you don't really learn much of anything. Remember on the Halloween special?
Yeah, no, it's
the toe?
Yeah,
what did we learn from the toe?
You learned he was fucking terrified of a fucking toe.
Dude,
and it was a dude.
From the mental asylum.
Yes, it was an insane person with a knife and bare feet.
Now, the whole reason I brought this up is this is going to bridge into what I want to do next year. Is I want to look at the Victorian tradition of telling ghost stories on Christmas.
Oh, I like that plan. We'll have to gather some ghost stories.
We all know A Christmas Carol.
Yes.
And it's just nearly the most popular of the tradition. So that I figure we can maybe do that for next year. But I felt like this was cool because it linked my Scandinavian Yule shit with the Christmas ghost story shit I want to do in the future.
And I got to talk about a snapping horse skull. And Mike schooled us on what Santa Claus truly is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we got gifts.
We did. We got gifts.
Guys, we fucking made it. We got gifts from people who listen to us.
We did. I feel accomplished. Like if the show stopped now, we made it.
God bless us, everyone.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tiny Dim.
Tiny Dim.
Damn Mumby. Jesus.
God bless us, everyone.
I was somewhere online the other day and fucked up typing something and complained about the Mumby, and it is starting to spread.
Oh, the Mumby's course is nothing to sneeze at.
The Mumby's course.
Yes.
I'm glad that you didn't get cursed right.
Well, they're kind of dry, so I imagine there would be a textural thing.
I was thinking more like, golf. The Mumby's playing golf on his course.
Oh, God. Anyway, it's getting late, and I am trying to keep my brain working long enough to get the exit done. Guys, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed our Christmas thing this year. I hope you did as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
So next week we'll be back with Distraction Hole. We're going to talk about some shit.
One. A very festive Distraction Hole.
Yes, a post-Christmas Distraction Hole.
You'll talk about the things that we're given that we can distract ourselves with.
Yes. Awesome. So, I want to thank everyone for listening. Before we end, though, Mike, have you got anything you'd like to plug?
No, but I'm out of nog, so.
Damn.
It's a good place to stop.
It definitely is. David, have you got anything you want to plug?
Yes, I do. If you're interested in Christmas and scares, you can go to my website and read a Christmas story that I wrote that's creepy.
Man, I meant to do that.
Santa Claus at the Window.
The Santa Claus at the Window.
Yeah. It's just go to hpkomics.com. It's going to be right on the main page. But yes, it's a fun little short about a blow mold Santa Claus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to read that tomorrow. And as usual, you can head to Royal Road and look up my book, The Errant Apprentice, Book 1, Mogilimar. So, thank you everyone for listening. If you would like to learn more about the show, you can head to SuperNatPod.rocks. That is SuperNatPod.rocks. You can find a link to our Discord, our merch store, our Patreon, and find every episode of this and the Distraction Hole. So, we will see you next week for the Distraction Hole. English.
Distraction ho ho ho.
The Distraction ho ho ho. So until then, stay safe and stay frosty.
The snowman.
Goodbye. Thank you for that, by the way, David. I'm glad you threw that in.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I still have rickets.
But I have Christmas.
Christmas
The candy.
rickets.
Eat the floor candy or I beat you with a reed.
I'll beat you with a stick if you don't eat the originals off the floor.
Give me some alcohol or I'm going to sing.
Get this man some booze.